Hello, Marcus Bronzy here from How to Kill an Hour, and today we're going to be doing a heist. We're going to be trying to rob one of the richest companies in the world. Okay, that's a lie. What we're actually going to be doing is shopping with one of the richest companies in the world. A new high-tech type of shopping, which in fact will make it impossible to steal from this shop. I'm going to drive there, but whilst we're on the way, here's some background.
In December 2016, Amazon announced that they had an idea 4 years beforehand. What would shopping look like if you could walk into a store, grab what you wanted, and just leave? So this idea that started in 2012 meant that they got to work weaving the most advanced machine learning and artificial intelligence into an everyday shopping experience. The tech in this idea combines sensors and cameras, much like you would find in self-driving cars. The eventual plan was to have a space that you log into with your phone, and once you've done that, anything you pick up is paid for automatically when you leave the store. Literally pick anything up that you want and it's added to your virtual basket and then only paid for when you leave the store. They even claimed that if you put something back, then it would be taken back off your list. They called this just walk out technology. We even spoke about it on our How to Kill an Hour podcast in 2016, and I remember it seeming like a wildly cool idea. So fast forward to 2021 and a few stores have popped up in London and they claim to have this technology perfected. So it's only right that we check one out. Just in case things go wrong and I need to make a speedy getaway though, I'm taking the latest Toyota Supra with me for the shop. Just like the shopping experience, this Supra is the same as those in the past, and also like this shopping experience, it's a little bit different. So let's talk about the similarities first. The Toyota GR Supra has made an impact as being a proper sporty car, one that is fun to drive and fast. This model, at first glance, looks like a Supra from the left, looks like a Supra from the front, looks like a Supra from the right, looks like a Supra from the... hang on, those are smaller exhausts. That's because this is the GR Supra 2 litre. And it also has a few other things that are different about it as well. It weighs 100 kilograms less than its 3 litre older sister. The engine's shorter length means that its mass is located closer to the centre of the car, supporting an ideal front-rear balance. Both of these savings in power and size are meant to further strengthen the car's dynamic performance and give it sharper handling. Instead of 19-inch alloys, the one we had 18-inch ones, and to be fair, didn't really notice much of a difference. It also has a lot of grills, which to be fair, its older sister does as well. And just like its older sisters, they're all plastic. The boots, which you can only open with a button on the fob or a button in the cockpit, I would also like a button at the back of the car, you get 290 litres of space, which is enough for a few weekend bags or a big shop, whether you pay for it conventionally or with just walk out shopping. On side, there's part leather seats and a pretty tight cockpit. I'm 6'3" and things were a bit snug. In fact, if I'm honest with you, I'm a little bit too big for a Supra. Driving around is fine, but getting in and getting out, it's not the most elegant thing you will have seen me do. In terms of tech inside, you have a digital dash and a touchscreen or control knob operated infotainment system, which you may recognise if you've had a BMW in the past, because it's BMW's old iDrive system. Not a problem for me though, because it just works. One thing it is missing though is CarPlay and Android Auto, which I just expect in all new vehicles today. It's got a decent sound system though. It's got some Boy Racer 6x9 style speakers behind the seats, which actually help you feel the music you are listening to. So those are the specs from the GR Supra 2 litre. Very similar to its older sister, but it has made a few savings. Savings on size and savings on spec. Savings on those means that you also make savings on the price, which starts at £46,000, about 6k cheaper than its 3 litre sister. But how does that translate to a real-world drive? I will tell you more about that later, but first I have some shopping to shopping to do. Time to try some Amazon Just Walk Out shopping.
So here I am at Amazon Fresh in London. This is the Ealing branch and we're about to step in. I've just been told that by downloading the Amazon Go app, and getting that ready to go in here. Actually, that was unnecessary because that's only for the American stores. In England, you go into your regular Amazon app, go to your basket, tap around, we'll let you see how to do it with a screenshot, and you get a barcode and you can check yourself in. Not only that, you can check in other people as well. So if you bring in your mates and you check them in, they can pick up stuff and you can pay for it. Cheers, man, thank you very much. And here we go. So it's just like a regular store. Everything looks normal from the get-go. I mean, you can even get yourself a reusable bag if you want to. Should I get a reusable bag? Why not? Hey, so there you go. So just by picking up that has now been charged. And to put it simply, the system works in here. We'll pick this up at some other point. There's lots of little cameras in here that are working out who's in the store, which is myself and a couple of people that we're shooting with, what I take off the shelves, what I put in my bag, and what I put out again. So let's go for a shop. This is the salad bit, so I'm not being funny, but who's eating salad in this current climate? You've got microwave meals? Cool. Shout out to the cameraman here, he's got guys, I was just happy with that. I've just picked that up and put that back. Will that get charged? Who knows? Because sometimes you want to look at something and put it back. I won't do that too many times just in case. You get yourself some herbs. So one thing people are thinking about is how do you return items? There's a returns hub here as well. And how this ties in with your regular Amazon purchases is if you make an Amazon purchase and you want to return it, at these stores, you can also come to one of these pick up and return aisles, which kind of do what they say on the tin. You can return items if you're not happy with them from Amazon, and you can pick up items. At the moment, this doesn't work with the current store setup, but hey, who knows, in the future, maybe it will. You've even got an alcohol section as well. What would be good is if when you signed in with your Amazon account, they kind of could verify that you were 18 or over, whatever the drinking age in your country is, so that you could kind of access this section first. But at the moment, they've got a very lovely security person who checks your ID and lets you in, and if you want to pick up a bottle of wine, you can do just that. Pepperami, I like it. Oh, whoops. That doesn't count as two. I just made a mistake. I just accidentally ripped a multi-pack into pieces. What I have noticed with their produce is they have made sure that they're trying to include things that are reusable, like paper bags, also things like sparkling water or still water in a can. Yes, Amazon, I'd like to see more of that, please. Let's make sure we look after the environment. And again, price-wise, I feel like everything here is pretty much on par with what you get in your regular convenience store. Anyway, I'm a bit hungry now, so I'm gonna get myself some lunch. You want anything, guys? Cool? Right, wicked. So yeah, there you have it. Amazon Fresh in the UK. A simple experience. I've gone in, picked up some bits and bobs, put some stuff back. Also the people that are with me shooting, like yourself, I saw what you grabbed there. I saw you wound up the donuts. And the team grabbed a few bits and put some stuff back as well. So we're gonna go and tally everything up and see basically if Amazon got it right. But I have a feeling that they did. Let's go check it out. So we've come out of Amazon Fresh, we've picked up some bits and bobs. I've got an actual receipt here, which has come through to my Amazon app. Time to go through and see if it got it right. Pepperami, which broke into pieces, but it still counted it as one. And the New York deli style thing. Didn't charge me for that bag though, which I think I got away with. So technically I've succeeded in robbing Amazon. But yeah, no, very accurate. Very, very good there.
So now we know what Amazon just walk out shopping is like. What is this 2-litre Supra like? Well, in short, it's fun, fast and punchy. When you hit that sports button, you definitely hear a little bit more weight in the sound of the exhaust. Check this out. Yeah, I know what some of you are saying. Doesn't sound like the 3-litre. Well, of course it doesn't. It's got less cylinders and it's a smaller engine. It's going to make a different noise. And I agree, okay? I maybe haven't driven it. I have heard the sound that the 3 litre makes, and yes, it makes a meatier, punchier, louder noise. I've got a couple of gripes of my own. I think the placement of the cup holders kind of gets in the way of your arm if you actually put a cup of them. And this, less of a gripe, more of a fact, it feels very wide. So if you're doing city driving, especially in places like London, width restrictions are not your friends if you want to keep your rims pristine clean. And that lovely firm suspension is great on a smooth country road, but when you're bouncing over potholes and poorly put together concrete, well, put it like this, it's not the optimum conditions for a car like this. In summary, this 2 litre Supra is a fun drive. In terms of the ideal customer, I'd definitely put this in the range of a car for someone who really wants a Supra, but perhaps may be too young to get reasonable insurance on the 3 litre, or perhaps somebody who wants the Supra look without having to shell out for its full price. A nice drive, but obviously not the sportiest out there in the range, and it seems like Toyota are cool with it. It's okay to have Coke Zero and Coca-Cola. It's okay to order a medium even though there's an extra large on the menu. Toyota have aimed at an entry-level sports experience with this 2 litre GR, and that's what you get. Yeah, there's a meatier, punchier flavour for this if you want to spend that extra dosh. If you don't, this is a good bit of fun. What should we kill some time with next? Let us know in the comments below. Check us out on social media at How to Kill an Hour. We also have a wicked podcast wherever you get those. I'm on socials at Marcus Bronzy, MarcusBronzy on everything. Until next time, stay blessed.